everyone, and welcome once again to another video for the channel. On this occasion, and as you saw in the title, I've brought you my top 10 best boss mods. In this case, I tried to make it a little more varied. This is so that it doesn't feel more of the same, so to speak. And I also made the decision to include others, mods that don't cover 100% from their bosses. I mean, yes, there are bosses, but there will also be other types of content. You will see this during the course of the video. So I hope you've already left your like, that we are going to begin. Let's start right away with the fixed one. It was going to be in this top. Let's see. I don't want any tears this time. It was more than clear that we would see Cataclysm in a top list of best monster bosses. And the truth is, I have plenty of reasons. Starting with the fact that it's a project that is constantly being updated at least twice a year. With updates. Pretty good. And one of them with a new boss and structure. The bosses will also be something completely different. Each other. And of course, the tools will be there too. Objects that not only, they will act as trophies after having defeated these bosses, but they will actually contribute something more to your adventure and making it easier for you to defeat other, more powerful bosses. That with conventional weaponry you couldn't. For this and much more, Cataclysm enters the list of best boss mods. Now, let's take a big leap in difficulty, because although Cataclysm has more difficult bosses than usual, they are much more designed to be defeated alone. Something I find very difficult with the Calamity bosses.
¿Qué?
Well, you'll see this. The mod revolves around its bosses, but they'll add a lot. But are we really talking about a savage amount of references? Among which we will have Dragon Ball, Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda items, and many other things we can achieve by defeating these bosses. And as I say, I highly recommend playing more. Is this on a server with people who can help you? Real, but you're exaggerating. It can't be so complicated. Oh no.
Aquí te tengo tu cariñito.
So if you're looking, a mob with huge amounts of content and bosses, ridiculously powerful, this is definitely what you're looking for. Now, we come to slightly more frightening territory. Fathomless Crimson. It's a very striking mod that we will add to new bosses. One more dangerous than the other, and with a look that's, well, they don't seem to be conventional bosses, but rather emerge from the typical horror mods. Unlike these, the battle will be a lot of fun. The same thing will happen with its other content that the mod will add, like new structures guarded by enemies, and of course new, superior weaponry to the already basic netherite tools. An interesting project that is definitely worthwhile. Prove. And now we come to one of the favorites of many. Many people even ask me, when creating their worlds, if you install the mod of Cataclysm in this case, legendary monsters. And well, as far as I'm concerned, they can put both in. And that's outside the concept of bosses with structure. It is nothing else like it. And I would even venture to say, which complement each other well.
You son of a bitch!
Legendary monsters will focus more on the theme of mini bosses, fitting much more with the vanilla style. With creatures that do, they are a little more powerful, but they don't quite reach that level even considered as a final boss. And the good thing is that we'll have a lot of them. If you walk for a while, Eventually, you'll run into one. Well, their structures won't be that unusual either. In addition to this, we'll also have a huge number of new ones. Tools and weapons rewards. After having defeated each of the monsters. Previous. Now, let's talk about a very strange project. And that emerged after the last. Mowzie with the technology field. Which, by the way, if you're interested in the channel, we'll have a full video where we talk about this year's 20 winners.
¡Qué agradable sujeto!
But anyway, I'm spamming myself. We'll have a robot chicken. Mod that will punish you if you're demean to chickens. Making them take you. Record to the point that thousands of years later, in the future they will create a time machine where they will send you. Enhanced soldiers are after you in the present.
Sí, como si estas cosas pasan.
Yes, as you can see, this is mod nonsense.
Yo quiero de lo que fuma este tip.
But what will make it even more annoying, this new type of raid is that, no matter how hard you fight, these will not stop coming out. Let's see, surely, at this point you might be thinking, wasn't this video supposed to be about bosses? And yes, don't worry.
¡Deja de presionarme!
The only way to stop this, raids will involve traveling to the future, and where their respective boss will be waiting for us. And if you think it's just another chick, nothing of the sort. Well, you'll have to face this enormous robot, controlled by a chicken.
Bueno,
Well,
quisiera
I'd like to
decir
say
que me
that I'm
sorprende.
and which will certainly be very difficult to defeat. See, extremely fast and resistant. So it will take you a while, trying to finish him off. The good news is that if you manage, defeating him will allow him to return to your world, and where you can now live in peace again. At least until.
¡Ah, váyase al diablo! ¡Jamás aprenderé!
And well, what else could a video with the best be? Bosses, don't mention Mowzie's dough. Mobs at this point, he could be considered the father of boss mods. I would even say that. It's enough for a mini documentary. But oh well, maybe another day.
Un hombre puede soñar.
This will add different types of bosses. Much simpler at first glance by opting. More of a former expert with more technical experience than brute force. Because, unlike the previous positions, having top-of-the-line equipment won't do you much good here. Whether it's against the Iron Knight, that can only receive damage if we hit him at the exact time and place. Umbuki, leader of the Sun Tribe, will be invulnerable at certain times, having to finish quickly and intelligent to all his other henchmen and clear. Tongi the Sculptor, it will be something completely different from what we've already seen, giving you more of a skill challenge than a combat challenge. Having to climb a huge rock tower in the style of parkour, until reaching where this is located, being an excellent and highly recommended mod for players who want to get into the world of mods and, of course, a classic accessory for veteran players. Now, let's move on to a project a little more recent and unknown. EEEAB's Mobs is a special case, taking much more inspiration from an RPG adventure and giving some extra prominence to the structures. Just to put them in context, in this case, we will have 3 different floors, and as you progress, things will get more complicated until you reach the final boss, which will have a more, that disintegrated difficulty, and that will test your skills as a player. And just look at the design of the Immortal. The truth is that this mod is one of the most promising. It would only be a matter of time before it ended, by adding more bosses and structures, and of course, like any good boss mod worth its salt, they will also add new types of tools. Continuing with the next position, we will have Boss Rise, a mod loved by some and hated by others. And if because of some reason, some players aren't entirely convinced. Personally, I find the whole dragon bit hellish. I find it incredible. A huge tower full of enemies, skeletal with abilities, really dangerous. And once you reach the top, you'll find everything with tremendous animation. Because yes, something very striking about this, the mod is the theme of its combat animations. Something that undoubtedly, the battles are a nice touch. Even, they will be more frantic with them. New dodge mechanic. Likely, a little wink they wanted. Dark Souls.
No. No creo.
Well, on many occasions, you'll have to dodge with this move. You don't want to die from one of the attacks. And don't worry, the other bosses won't be bad at all either. Each with different mechanics that will challenge your skills, but tell me, which side are you on? Are you one of those who support this mod? Or perhaps it simply doesn't quite convince you? Graveyard is definitely one of my favorite projects. Because this hides one of the best stories we've seen in some mod, which will be narrated in the form of books that we find in some of its structures and although only we will have a box. In this mod it is possible one of the most complicated. And keep in mind that we will not have any new tools. The most we can aspire to, it's the classic netherite weaponry. That's good unless go a company. I don't think it's enough, seriously. This is the closest thing I've seen to a war mod, World Couplet. From now until you achieve, eliminate all of his allies. He'd already regenerated them all again. And this would only be its first phase. Well, in the second, we'll have a shorter lifespan, but in exchange for ridiculously large damage, capable of finishing you off in one fell swoop. And of course, as if that weren't enough, we will also have a third one. And last phase, no. But I'll let you discover that one for yourself. An excellent mod that's totally worth it. And above all, highly recommended. And finally, we have to one of the most recent projects. And above all, he has won the affection of many. Monster expansion will add for new bosses. Highly powerful and with a new combat system. To put it in simple terms, let's imagine that a creature, it is a damage box, which will allow us to hit her. Well, these monsters, they will have several.
No me asustes.
Some even having their own life bar, causing them to detach and increasing the monster's fury. Which, by the way, they will feature excellent mechanics and animations. Quality, making the battle against these even more enjoyable. And of course, new ones, tools that not only basic items with increased damage will be added and nothing more, but they will be accompanied by a new system. More complex combat. If you're interested in learning more about all of this, I'll have a full review on my channel soon, where we talk so much about monsters, as well as the tools.
Gracias.
And please, before they mention it to me for the 1000th time, yes, this mod is inspired by Monster Hunter. In case the name didn't do it, obvious enough.
Es que sí entendí la referencia.
Well, I hope you like this short list. The truth is, it surprises me throughout my time on this channel. Never created a top list of the best boss mods. But look, there's always a first time. Can you tell me which of all the mods was your favorite before and of course, the one you would most like? I had a full review on the channel, as well as other types of tops. What would you like to see? I will be reading soon, in the comments. And well guys, I hope you liked it and that it was fun. And most importantly for me, if you liked the video, please leave a comment, like this video, and let me know what you thought of it. What other types of videos would you like to see on the channel? And also subscribe. That's very important. Remember that the bats can't watch movies among us. See you in the next video. Bye.